Hello and welcome to another session of Fit Essentials. Shauna here, getting ready to take you through class. We'll start with our disclaimer and then we'll get started up on our feet. So you're about to engage in intense physical activity. Proceed with caution. Do not attempt to perform any movements or activity that exceed your current physical capabilities. Participants with injuries, high blood pressure, chronic health conditions, recent chest pain, or that have any other condition that may limit their ability to participate should consult their physician or healthcare provider before proceeding. All right, folks, so be smart, listen to your bodies, do what feels right, use your intuition. All right, we're gonna come to our feet. I'm gonna move my screen up just a hair. We're gonna start with some breathing. So if you're here normally, you'll know what we do here. Hands in front of the chest, set your feet grounded to the ground. So grip your feet down, grip the toes, hands in front of the chest. We're going to stand nice and tall. Breathe in as you reach up to overhead or reaching out in front of you. And then as you exhale, open through the chest. Bring the arms down to the side. Squeeze the shoulders back. Very good. Stand tall now. Chin in. Breathe again. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze those shoulders together. Open through the chest. Fantastic. Let's close the eyes for the last time. Pull the chin in. As you breathe in, elongate up out of your hips and spine and let it go. Relax down. We got some snow here in Colorado. Go ahead and let your arms be heavy at the side. Now we're going to start to swing the arms. Just gently let them slap against the sides. Very good. Bruce has been out shoveling snow for his warm up.
Yep.
Arms nice and heavy here, just getting some gentle movement through the spine. We're gonna go about 10 more seconds here. Heating up the body. Nice, smooth breathing. Fantastic. From here, go ahead and walk your feet in so the toes are pointing straight ahead. Lift up once again up out of your spine. Then we're gonna bring the hands on the thighs. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Holding the weight in your belly and your legs, you're just going to gently slide the hands down or reaching down for the ankles or as close as you can get. Not forcing anything, just waking up the back side of the body. And when you kind of find where you have a stretch there, breathe deep into the back as you hold the weight in your legs in midline. One more time, nice deep breath. Back side of the rib cage. And then as you exhale, when you're ready, start to tuck your hips under. Gradually make your way back up to the top. Very good. Yep. So then we're going to bring the arms up to overhead, slight bend in those knees again. And now we're just going to simply bend our torso to the side, waving to one side, reaching long, up to center, and then same thing other side. We're going to just continue to look straight ahead for now. And then on the last one, we'll add a little bit of a twist to it as well. So let's go back and forth about 3 times each side. Elongate through the side body, straight up in the center. And once more to this side. If you're comfortable to do so, interlace your fingers this time as you stretch up. And now we'll bend to the side. And if you feel stable here, turn your downside shoulder towards the ceiling, like you're trying to turn your armpit towards the ceiling. Just gently breathe here one time and then release. Same thing other side. Elongate. Bend to the side, hold your weight in your legs, and then downside shoulder. Turn that armpit towards the ceiling. Breathe and release. Back to center. Very good. Let's go ahead and start to sidestep and open through the shoulders once again. Squeeze those shoulder blades back as you open. Turn your palms towards the front. So palms towards your screen, assuming that's in front of you. Very good. We're going to do a little bit of some balance work next. Kind of wake up the muscles of the lower foot. So if you want to stand near a wall or grab a chair to help you balance, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, pick a side you want to start on. Set that foot down, kind of grip the toes and pull up through your midsection. Shoulders back. We're going to lift one foot up and we're going to go into some ankle rolls here. Rolling about 5 times one way. Don't let that hip drop out. So keep pulling up through that core. You need to set it down for a second, do so, and then pick it back up and about 5 times the other way. Standing nice and tall. Very good. Pay attention to which foot you just did. We're going to go hip circles in between sides. Hands on the hip and circle around. Very good. It's nice and smooth here. Kind of work out any kinks. After about 3 to 5 one way, go in a reverse direction. Same thing other way. Long through the spine as you send the hips back and engage the glutes as you send them forward. All right, and then when you're ready, move into the opposite side, place that foot nice and firm, shoulders pull back, midline lifts up, and then here we go. Ankle rolls on that other side.
My toes are cold.
Twirl it around, and then when you're ready, switch directions.
My fur-lined Crocs on a snow shovel.
All right, from here, guys, we're gonna go into either some step jacks, or if you feel ready to move into a little bit of jumping, you're welcome to do some jump jacks here. Get some more blood flow going, and then we're gonna take our way down to the floor for some prep work for our first circuit. Very nice. Side steps there, or we're gonna go 15 more seconds. Either stick with what you're doing or add a little hop. Good job. Nice and light. From here, we're gonna go either to a march or a skip. We're gonna go arms across the body while the knees stay stationary. Good, get that breathing increasing by exhale with each punch. So blow that air out. Very good, either stick with that or add our skip or running man, however you wanna see it. About 10 more seconds here. Good job, couple more each side. And relax, fantastic. Walk the feet in, toes pointing straight ahead. Ground yourself into those heels, arms crossed over the shoulders. Bowing forward, this time long spine, send the hips back. And squeeze the glutes as you stand nice and tall. Again, lengthen through that spine, tall chest, hips send back, squeeze the glutes and stand. And also as you bow forward, instead of lifting that head up, chin in, look towards the floor. And then as you stand, we don't want to still look through the floor. Now we want to be straight ahead. We're going to go 2 more. If you feel good for it, bring the hands behind the head. Bowing forward, standing tall. And if you tend to be flexible here, don't go beyond about 90 degrees. So torso comes about 90 degrees to the floor and stand from there. Beautiful. All right, nice deep breath. We're going to go one more time through step jacks or jump jacks. Very good. Fantastic. 15 seconds left on this one. Either continue to step or move into a little extra bounce. Nice work. Smile if you haven't yet. Hopefully you have some fun music on your end or just enjoying yourself in the quiet. All right, from the step jacks to our march or that skip if you want to go right to it. I'll skip the second 15 seconds. Tall chest here. Opposite hand with the opposite knee. Good. Get that breathing going. You want to add that little hop, little runner man to it. Fantastic. Feel free to be silly. You can dance around too if you're like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. Just do your best. And relax down. Good job. We're going to do those good mornings with a single leg this time. So you're going to go, let's go your left foot, heel down, toe up, long spine, hands behind the head. And now same thing before that we did on 2 legs, bowing forward, straight up. You'll typically feel the stretch a little bit sooner with the one leg outstretched. Nice and tall, long spine. Fantastic. 1 to 2 more, folks, and then we'll switch legs. There you go. Don't let those shoulders drop down, Diane. So tall chest the whole time. Shoulders pull back. That looks better. Fantastic. And then when you're ready, same thing, other foot. Heel down, toe up. Bow forward. Straight up. Nice. Just working that hinging pattern, sending the hips back, keeping that chest tall. And just saying hello to that little hamstring there, that big hamstring in the back of the leg. Good job. Let's go about 1 more. Fantastic. We're going to take it down to the floor next. So if you want to get an extra cushion or anything, you can just kind of make your way down there however you feel, or join us for some sumo inchworms. So I'm walking my feet nice and wide. I'm going to bend, sending my hips back, reach down for the floor. You're simply going to walk yourself out. Nice wide handprint. Come down to the knees. And then we're going to start by walking the knees in together so that they touch, and just ever so gently rocking the hips side to side. We call this our quadruped hip rock. So drop the hips to one side, staying strong in the midline, and then to the other. Very good. All right, from here, we're going to open up the inner thigh. So with the hands still placed under the shoulders, nice wide handprint to support the wrist, kick one leg out to the side. And from here, we're just going to gently rock the hips back towards the heel. Get a nice stretch in that inner thigh, rock forward. Reach the arm long as you rock the hips back. 2 to 3 on each side. And when you're ready, kick the opposite leg out. Center yourself. Again, reaching the hands out as you rock the hips back, and it adds the upper body into it just a little bit. And we'll get 2 to 3 nice long stretches here. Dropping the head down. And one more. Sink back. Very good. Next, we're going to stretch out those forearms. So back down, walking the knees in just a little bit. We're going to go palms down, fingers towards you, and just gently rock back and then rock side to side. Just adjust the screen. All right, so we got palms down, fingers in, and just sitting back. From there, walk the hands in so the fingers interlace with one another. And in this position, we're just going to simply rotate our torso around. So just looking to stretch out the forearms a little bit, open through the wrist. Especially with at-home workouts, we tend to do quite a bit of support on the hands, although not too much today, just at the end. All right, once you've got a pretty good stretch there, we're going to make our way onto our side. If you need any kind of strap to put around your foot to grab the foot, we're moving into our quad stretch next. So you can go outstretched arm or pull that elbow in, tuck it underneath that shoulder. Grab your top foot, keep the thigh parallel, and pull that heel towards the glute. Watch your top shoulder as well, so pull that shoulder back. And we're going to hold this guy about another 20 seconds. Good time, just relax the eyes and breathe. Good job, couple more breaths here. Fantastic, go ahead and relax that foot, swing around, same thing, other side. Grab the foot, pull the heel towards the glute, shoulder back. Good job. 20 more seconds here. Close the eyes and breathe. Top shoulder pulled back as well. One more nice deep breath and relax. Good job. From here, we're going to roll onto our backs. We're going to be doing some hip or glute bridges next, kind of wake up the backside. So before we go right into that, pull the shoulders back and down, set yourself well, and we're going to start with a double kneaded chest. So you're going to pull the knees up and in towards your chest, just gently opening that low back, and just as you feel here, rock yourself side to side. And then when you're ready with the knees bent, we're going to place the feet flat on the ground, about hip width apart. Hands can go down at the side or on the front of the hips. Pull your chin in and just ever so gently push the hips up and forward. You don't have to go as high as possible to start. Just down and relax, up and forward. We're going to go anywhere between 6 and 10. Move it at your own pace. Every rep, we're going to see if you can get just a little bit higher with the hips. Engage a little bit more of those glute muscles in the back of your bum. But you don't want to do so much that you feel like you're having a pinching sensation in the low back. So think about staying long through that spine as you drive the hips high. Again, relaxing the eyes closed, and you can also focus as you drive your hips up to pull the chin in towards your chest and feel the back of your neck lengthen. Let's go a couple more here. Pausing in the top position for the last couple. Squeeze the glutes, relax down, and final one for this set. Up and hold, down and relax. Good job. We're going to do a couple stretches for the hips in between. Extend your left leg straight out on the floor. Pull your right knee towards that right shoulder. And you want to actively pushing that left thigh down as you pull the right knee in. And here, feel free to roll the ankle around a few more times. 3 to 5, one direction. 3 to 5 the other as you focus to feel an opening through the inner thighs here. And then when you're ready, take this right knee and just gently kind of slide it across the torso so that now you feel the stretch in the outer glute here. Continue to have your shoulder down. Hips should be mostly on the floor as well. And just looking to get a little bit in that outer hip. And you're welcome to glide the knee up and down a few times. So just slide it down, slide it up, get a nice opening. Feeling for any stiffness, you want that joint to glide. And then when you're ready, switch sides. Extend your right leg straight out. Pull the left knee towards that left shoulder. And remember, we're actively pushing that right thigh down. And then we're going to roll that left ankle around this time. Pulling the left knee towards that left shoulder. Switch directions of the ankle when you're ready. And then from there, we'll gently pull that left knee across the body, keeping the left shoulder down, hips down, and saying hello to the glute on that left side. Feel a little bit of tension, and then you can glide it up and down. Breathing through here. And when that feels like it's generally open, we're going to go one more set of those glute bridges. So feet bent, back on the floor. Kind of reset those shoulder blades. Sometimes they shift around. And then whenever you're ready, driving them up and forward. Fire those glutes down. Pull that chin in as you drive them up. Remember, not so high that you get any kind of pinching in that low back. And sometimes you feel a pinching because you're arching through that back and not firing the glutes. So focus on that back side. As much of those muscles as you can get to fire and wake them up. A lot of those muscles get dormant as we sit throughout the day. Hopefully you got to enjoy some fun movies over the weekend. Pulling that chin in. Let's go between 2 and 3 more. Down and up. We can go one more here. Up and hold. 2, 3, and relax. Fantastic. Let's go one more double knee to chest, hugging those legs in, rocking side to side. And then we're going to make our way up to our feet. All right, everybody. So just take your time, rolling to one side and making your way up. When you get there, feel free to grab some water. We're going to get ready for our first circuit. We're going to warm up some squats first. All right. So feel free if you want to grab onto the back of a chair or something for some support. We're going to work our way into a nice deep squat as the next piece of this warm up. So you want to set your feet about hip width apart, slight toe out, tall chest. You can reach the arms out for support or just reach them straight up. Keeping your heels planted. You want to sink your hips back as far as you can with a nice strong posture. So heels are planted, reaching out, sinking down. And if you can't get very deep without an assist, that's where I recommend holding on to something so you can really open up through those joints, taking your time in the bottom, and then driving into your heels, gripping the toes and standing tall. So take your time warming that up. I'm just going to talk us through our first circuit. We're going to be doing what's called a waiter squat this morning. You're going to hold a weight if you choose to add weights to your squat. in one arm. We're gonna squat for 30 seconds. We call it a waiter squat on the left. After that 30 seconds, you can either support your hand on a bench or stand in a long lunge. We're gonna do a row where you pull it up, and then you're gonna try to rotate your torso, peering up towards the ceiling. Reach forward, elbow high, and give a little pivot here. So even if you're supporting on a bench, I recommend standing in that long stance. The side that's holding the weight will step back. You'll rotate up and in, peering towards the ceiling. We'll do that on the left side, then we'll do it on the right side for a total of 3 sets. Any questions on that before we get started? All right, 15 seconds till we begin. And feel free, if you don't want to hold weight quite on that first round, just hold weight when you're ready. Like I said, let's recommend starting on that left side. Set the feet about hip width apart, slight toe out, 2, 1. Here we go. Control down, sinking back, standing smooth. Good job. Breathe. Nice engaged foot, so gripping those toes, even if you have some shoes on, kind of push your toe pads down into the bottom. You don't want to kind of like grip them so much that they crunch up. Just activating through that arch. Good movements. 2, 1, and transition. Good job. Left arm row is next. So you're gonna have your right foot forward, left foot back. Either rest the forearm on your thigh or a bench. 2, 1, here we go. Elbow high, and then just gently pivot, trying to look up towards the ceiling. Reach forward. Pull the shoulder down your spine as you row. So avoid any kind of shrug into the ear. Good. And pull your weight into your torso and then rotate. It's a very subtle rotation. Elbow high, gently rotate and reach. Reaching forward, let's go one more. Up and in, down and relax. Very good. That's our left side. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the right, going back to those squats. So set the feet about hip width apart, switching hands, 2, 1, here we go. Sinking back, standing smooth. Very nice. And we're gonna keep our rhythm of that like 15 seconds in between each exercise. So if you need a little bit more rest, if you're on the replay, you can always just press pause. Otherwise, just join us when you're ready. Never any rush to start. 2, 1, and pivot. Row on that right side. So support the left hand. Step your right foot back, either on the bench or on the thigh. Reaching forward. And whenever you're ready, elbow high, gentle rotation. Pulling that shoulder blade in towards the spine as you pivot. Lifting up out of that support shoulder as well. Very good. Elbow high, just a little bit of a rotation. And rest. Fantastic, folks. That's set 1. Getting ready for set 2. Same weights or different weights, just depending how your body's feeling. Back to that left arm. Place the feet about hip width apart. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Sinking down, standing strong. Very good. And if you feel a little bit warmer now, you can go a little bit faster, but don't sacrifice the depth of your movements. So keep that full range, sitting back, standing tall. Nice, Sharon, looks good. There you go, good, Diane. Reaching into the bottom. And rest and rotate, good job. Single arm row on the left. If your back's feeling stiff today, you don't have to do that rotation as well, so you can just stay square with your torso. 2, 1, here we go. Elbow high. Breathe and reach. Try to exhale as you pull that weight into the side. Get all the air out of the lungs. Good job. One more. And rest. Nice work. That's the left side. Second round on the right. Place those feet, slight toe out. If you're ready, here we go. Sinking back, standing smooth. Good job. Eyes up, looking straight ahead. Nice. Control down. Drive that chest tall as you stand. Fantastic. Non-working arm reaches up to help encourage that upright chest, and rest. Woo! Single arm row on the right is next. So left foot forward, right foot back, 2, 1, here we go. Pull that shoulder down, elbow high to the ceiling. Lifting up out of that bottom shoulder. Smooth breathing. Nice job. Maybe one more really good rep. 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. We'll give just a little bit longer rest before our last round here. So we'll take 20 seconds from now. Give yourself a chance, grab some water, and get ready for a strong final round. All right, 10 seconds. Back to the squat on that left arm. Feet about hip width apart, slight toe out, and here we go. Sinking back smooth. Nice, ladies, eyes straight ahead. Push through those feet. Fantastic, good. Way to get down there. Staying strong in that midline now. And 2, 1, and rotate. Left arm row. Right foot steps forward, left foot steps back. 2, 1, here we go. Nice flat back, long spine. Pulling that shoulder blade in towards the spine, squeeze it in. Just a subtle rotation. Fantastic. Couple more. Building a nice strong back, strong shoulders. 2, 1, and rotate. All right, final time on the right side. All done on that left arm. Place the feet chest tall. 2, 1, here we go. Final set of squats on this first circuit. Good job. You're welcome to move a little faster, but just don't lose your tension as you come into the bottom of that squat. So stay engaged, stay upright. Fantastic. Maybe one more. And 2, 1, and rotate. Woo! All right, right arm row. Left foot forward, right foot back. 2, 1, here we go. Elbow high. And just a subtle rotation to kind of peer your head towards the ceiling. This is all we have on the rows today, so do it well. Quality over quantity. Fantastic. Let's go one more. Squeeze and relax. Woo! Nice job. Give yourself a little round of applause. Finishing that first set. Couple little side steps. And we're going to get some water before we go into this next piece. Good job, folks. Woo! All right, we've got some hinging for some deadlifts. And upper body, we can do push-ups or some dips. But before we go into it, let's go ahead and warm up some push-ups. I want to talk about that push-up, and then we'll go from there. So elevated or on your knees, unless you can do like 10 plus strong off your toes. Placing the hands right underneath your shoulders. You're going to walk your feet back as you lower down. Don't shoot those elbows wide. Keep them in tight to the side of your body. And then pushing away. They don't need to be like all the way against the sides, just like maybe 30 degrees between your elbow and your torso, pulling those shoulders back, controlling down, pushing out. So let's go anywhere between like 3 and 8 reps here. Just kind of warming up that upper body push. And you can stick with these push-ups throughout, or we're using this as our warm-up for some dips. You just want to really watch that low back, not letting those hips drop in. So keeping your hips up as you lower. Good. Go ahead and come on up. Now we're going to stretch the chest. Behind the back stretch. Interlace the hands or grab a rope or a towel. Extend those elbows out and watch the midline. We don't want to arch back here. So belly engaged, ribs down. Lift those arms up and walk the feet nice and wide. Nice deep breath here. Get a little bit of bend into the knees. Heels are planted, and then long spine. Send the hips back. Pull the arms over your head. Oops, lost my grip. 1 to 2 times here. Bowing forward, opening through the chest. Nice deep breath. And then tuck your tail under, make your way back up. Very good. Once you finish that, just kind of some side steps, arm swings again. Next stretch, we're going to go into our tricep side bend. I'd like you to do a stagger stance for this. So step your left foot forward, your right foot back. Take your right arm straight up, bend the elbow, reach up, grab that elbow, and with your feet about hip width apart, you're just going to gently bend to the side. Inhale, lengthen, pull the chin in, and a little bit of a side bend here. So we're stretching the upper arm, side body, and you may even feel it a little bit into those hips. Breathe in to lengthen, and exhale, bend into the side. Beautiful. Couple more. Last one. Good job. Release the arms. And let's switch sides. So to me, your right foot forward, your left foot back. Feet are about hip width apart. Now the left arm reaches up, ribs down, bend that elbow, pull that chin in, lengthen through the whole spine. And then whenever you're ready, bending to the side. Breathe in and out. About 5 times here. And once more. Wonderful. Go ahead and release. All right, folks. So it's going to be 60 seconds of a single arm deadlift. I'm going to demo the deadlifts throughout. If you know the high pull or the snatch, you're welcome to do those in place. We're just going to keep the demonstration simple today, though. After 60 seconds of the deadlift, you can go 1 arm or 2 arms. Make that decision based upon your weight. And if you're someone that when we did those toe touches early on, if it's like, I can't touch my toes just yet, I'm like way up here, you may not want to go all the way to the floor for your deadlifts. So if you have a taller weight, you can stand it up vertically and that will shorten your range. Or just when you're bending over, switch hands or just stop right about the knee height so you can keep that back nice and flat. All right, and our dips, if you choose dips, tall chest, shoulders down. We want to avoid this shrug into the ears. Walk the feet out, knees bent, you can lower down. Again, shoulders back and then push and kind of rotate your armpits in towards your body at the top to pull those shoulders down. Elbows in as you lower, squeeze everything in, okay? If you have secure handles, you can also do a shorter dip using the handles of a chair as well. Okay. All right, folks. If you're not quite sure, just watch the first round. We're going to have 3 times to go through this. Starting in 5, long spine, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm going to go alternating arms here. I've got a moderate weight, so do what's best for you. Sending those hips back. Squeeze the glutes. Don't arch back, just stand tall. Shoulders back, straight up and down in the top. Fantastic, very nice. Controlling it down, taking it right between the knees. You're placing it on the floor right about ankles level. We're just over halfway, that's 35 seconds. Good job, there's 45 seconds. Chin in as you hinge as well, so looking down towards the floor, then looking straight ahead at the top. Maybe 1 more each arm if you're doing single arms. And 2, 1, relax and rotate. So either your push-ups or the dips. On the dips, sitting tall, shoulders back. 2, 1, and here we go. Keeping those elbows in, pushing through. Nice. There you go, Diane. Yep. Control down, lift tall. Fantastic. That's 15 seconds. We're going to go upwards of 30 here. Don't go to failure, though. If you need to shake it out early, listen to your body. Control down, lift the chest at the top of that dip. Beautiful. Maybe 1 more. Everything strong. Lift and rest. Nice work. We're going to take 30 seconds in between sets. So feel free if you want to kind of rotate the torso a little bit. Stay loose. And we're going to go twice more. Back with those deadlifts. All right, 10 seconds. I'm going to give you every 15 seconds this round. So if you're not quite ready, just join us when you are. 2, 1, and here we go. Squeeze the glute. We're hinging over, so we send those hips back, bowing forward. Squeeze the bum, over, and up. Good job. That's our first 15 seconds. Once you know what you're doing, look straight ahead, and as you bow forward, look down towards the floor. Nice. That's 30 seconds. Squeeze in the backside. Engaging your upper body as well to hold that weight close to your body. You don't want it to swing out wide. That's 45 seconds. Over, down, straight up. Wonderful. Maybe 1 more each arm if you're going single arm. And 2, 1, and rotate. Push-ups or dips. Anyone wanting it to be harder with the dips, you can go straight legs instead of bent knees. Tall chest, place the hands. 2, 1, here we go. Shoulders back and down, not letting them shrug into the ears. So lift the chest. Very good, nice. Push-ups look strong, Sharon. Strong in the midline. Great lift at the top of those dips, Diane. That's perfect. Squeeze it in. Maybe 1 more. Control and up. 2, 1, and rotate. Fantastic. We'll take 30 seconds once again before we go into our final round of the deadlifts and the dips. Woo! Great work, folks. 15 seconds. And if you're just easing into it, you might want to take this round off. We have, 8-minute circuit to end with. Tall chest, long spine. 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze the bum. Have it look either the same as the other rounds, or if you're like, like, I'm feeling good, I want to move a little bit faster, you can move with just a little bit more intention. Hinging over, keeping it close, standing tall. 20 seconds in. That's 30. Good job. Protect that spine, hold the belly tight as you hinge, pulling the belly button in. That's our 45-second mark. Either rest there or finish the whole minute with us. Working the basics here. Picking something up off the ground. And relax. Nice job. Final set of push-ups or dips. All right, get into a good position. 2, 1, and when you're ready. Still holding a good, strong position of the shoulders. Pushing all the way through. That's halfway. Controlling down. Nice. And 2, 1, and rest. Woo! All right, fantastic. Those of you that have a chair nearby, you can use that chair or you can come onto the floor. We're gonna do just a little seated twist here. So on the chair, you'd cross one leg over. On the floor, extend one leg out, then step it over, sit tall, and hug that leg into the chest. You can use the handle of the chair if you're seated, or you can walk the hands on the floor. Just gently encourage a little bit of a twist here. Elongating through that spine and breathe. One more breath. Good job. Go ahead and release and switch sides. Same thing, other side. Sit tall, cross the leg over. Pull that knee in and gently work yourself around. Nice deep breaths here. Continue to lengthen through the spine. Let's go 2 more breaths. And release. Fantastic. All right, let's make our way up. So we have 4 rounds left. It's going to be 90 seconds of work with 30 seconds rest in between. We're going to start with a squat. 30 seconds of squatting. You can hold weight if you want, or just squat with your body weight. Focus on that depth. From the squat, you're going to go straight into, if you feel good to hop a little bit, you can hop nice and light on the feet, or do the march like we did in the warm-up. 30 seconds there. And then our final 30 seconds of work is a burpee. You can do it elevated, hands on the chair, stepping the feet back, stepping up, reaching to overhead, or taking it down to the floor, either the top of a push-up, stepping up, okay? Or if you feel confident to go all the way down, midline strong, chest to the deck, step or hop your feet up. After that 30 seconds, we'll rest for 30 before starting that next round. We want to give a little bit of a rest before those squats. And again, you can hold weight if you'd like on the squats. Any questions before we begin? It's 8 minutes total, and then we'll have a little time for a cool down stretch. All right. If there's no questions, we're going to start here in 10 seconds. All right, place those feet about hip width apart. Nice tall chest. If you're going to use some weight, go ahead and grab it. 2, 1, here we go. Sinking back, standing smooth. Good job. Breathe. Fantastic. Halfway. Try to move consistent for all 4 rounds. So pace yourself on this first one. And 2, 1, and rotate. Straight to your march. March and punch. Or if you feel good for some hopping, Just some light, we call it like rebounding. Just jumping up and down, nice and light on the feet. You got a little mini trampoline around, that's perfect too. Just kind of allowing the feet to relax down or continuing to march. All right, we're getting ready to finish with those burpees. So either elevated or to the floor. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Place those hands nice and wide. Spread the fingers. Support your wrist. If you're stepping, alternate your step up and step back leg. Midline strong. Halfway. Rest breaks coming. Fantastic. Breathe, maybe one more. And 2, 1, and rest. Woo. Good job, 30 seconds rest. Grab some water. We're gonna do that 3 more times. All right, so continue to go no weight, or if you wanna use weight, you wanna get ready to grab it. 7 seconds, set the feet about hip width apart. Nice deep breath. And here we go, set 2. Sink those hips back. Heels stay planted. And breathe. Fantastic. Halfway through. Eyes up, looking straight ahead. Maybe one more. 2, 1, and rotate. Rebounding jumps or your march. Woo! Great time to smile, have some fun. Remind your body that fitness is fun. Maybe if it's not your idea of fun while you're doing it, it's fun when we have freedom in our bodies, confidence to go outside and do things with our families, people younger than us, or older than us. All right, getting ready for those burpees. 2, 1, go. And watch your self-talk here. Sometimes this is when you get really grumbly with yourself, start judging yourself that you should be moving faster. Let all that go. Just do what you can in the moment. And be your best friend. Support yourself. Speak kindly. And maybe one more. 2, 1. And there's our rest. Woo! Now we're breathing harder. That's our halfway point. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Nice job, nice deep rest, 15 seconds till we start. So this is when you can start to notice that self-talk, encouraging yourself, getting ready. 3rd round of squats coming up. Set the feet, 2, 1, begin. Eyes up, breathe and move. Nice job. It's hard for you to get down there. Don't rush the movement. Take your time, sinking the hips back. Make them count. Couple more. And 2, 1, marching or rebounding. Woo! Or just dance. Have some fun. There you go. Smile. I feel goofy too. Maybe some of you don't feel goofy. This is just your normal. Good job, folks. 10 seconds left. Then we're into our second last set of burpees. All right, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice wide handprint. Midline strong. Keep that breathing consistent. Fire those glutes as you stand up. Use your backside to pull yourself upright. Nice work. You got it. Maybe one more. 2, 1. And our final rest. Woo. 3 sets down, 1 to go. Nice work. Feel free to grab some water. Ten seconds till we start. All right, 90 seconds of work left. Set those feet for a nice strong squat. And here we go. Breathe and move. Consistent breathing. Work at your own pace. People like to tell me, you make that look easy. My sincere response, it sounds kind of smart ass, is that it's my job. Been doing this a long time. Focusing where you can. Getting ready to jump or march. Here we go. Woo! Last time through. Tall chest here. If you're hopping with me, nice relaxed lower legs. So we don't want to stay high on the toes. Let those heels relax down. Woo! All right, everybody, final round of burpees. 2, 1, burpees, stepping or hopping. Remember, if you're stepping your feet, try to alternate. Which foot steps back, which foot steps up. Fantastic. Final 15 seconds. Finish strong. Wonderful. Maybe one more. 2, 1. You're all done there. Woohoo! Virtual high fives. Walk it out. Let's get some water. Great job, folks. If it wasn't fun when you're doing it, it's always better when you're done. Okay, we're gonna stretch out the calves to start. I'd like you to stay standing. Find somewhere that you can prop your toe up against the wall, against a chair. If you have a step nearby, you could drop the heel off the back of the step. And let's sink into this calf stretch. Pick a side to start on. You can also kind of bend the knee down just a little bit and then extend it. Bend the knee in and extend it. Just feel that stretch in the lower part of the leg. And let's switch sides when you're ready. Toe up, heel down. And again, just leaning in. Feel that calf. And this is the time now you want to start to focus on that breath, to breathe deep. We want to start to bring our heart rate down. Calm the nervous system after that intentional stressor that we put on it. You want to stress the body and then allow the body to recover. Good job. Relax there. Let's go a little bit wider base stance. We're going to kind of rock the hips side to side. That feels good. You place the feet just a little bit wider. Arms reach out for a counterbalance. And we're going to do a little side lunge here. Driving that heel down, keeping the knee driving out. We're looking for an inner thigh stretch. And we'll come back to the top. You can walk the feet a little bit wider if you'd like. Just make sure you're stable. Heels down, knees out, chest tall. And just side to side as you feel, 2 to 3 times each side. Very good. Finish it out. And then when you're ready, walk those feet in. We're going to repeat our toe touch from earlier in the hour. We're going to do the one where it's called a Jefferson curl. Toes straight ahead, hands on the thigh, chin to the chest, and just gently rounding forward, midline strong. Just using it as a stretch. And if you remember where you were in the beginning, sometimes you might be a little bit farther now. Your body's lengthened a little bit. Deep breath in the bottom. Come up when you're ready. Or sometimes you might be like, oh, I'm more stiff now. And that could just be your fatigue levels. All right, back to a wide base stance. Arms up, shoulder height. Make sure I'm not going to hit the wall. And we're just going to pivot ourselves around. If your wall is nearby, you can go I Dream a Genie arms. If you have enough space to have your arms outstretched, just pivot around. Back to center and the other side. Very good. You can either take it down to the floor for a quad stretch or stay standing with us, lifting up out of the core, grab that foot best you can, pull the heel towards the glute. This is a great one to do on a regular basis, daily basis preferably, especially if it's really hard to get that heel anywhere near your glute. Keep your quads and hip flexors open. Helps the low back not get tight. Even though it's the front side of the body, it's all interconnected. Release there, same thing other side. Get a good base support if you're standing with us, lifting up, grab that foot. Shoulder back. And breathe. Nice work. One more breath there. Release. And we're going to finish with a shoulder opener. So we're going to take the elbow about shoulder height, a doorway or against the wall, inside leg steps forward, lean into it to get a nice opening in the front of the chest, and then gently rotate away. So my arms like this against the wall, sinking in, rotate away. Fantastic. And if you'd like to circle that outside arm around, you can make some nice big sweeping circles, reaching forward, reaching up, rotating through. One more time there. Fantastic. And then switch sides. Same thing, other side. Elbow at 90 degrees. Place the hand against the wall or doorway. Step it forward. Lean into it without arching the back. And then turn away, peer over that opposite shoulder. Just hold it first. And then when you're ready, we'll start to circle that outstretched arm. Fantastic. Up and around. And once more. Reach, stretch, and open. And relax. Fantastic, folks. Anything else that you feel your body's asking for, please take some time. If you feel stiff over the next couple of days, stretch and move your body. Stay hydrated, stay healthy. Hope to see you next time.